Going on, people? This is Joshua, feature filmmaker and our 40 reviews, where I talk movies, TV, and music, giving you guys my thoughts on G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. Now, this movie was directed by Robert Schwentke. It stars Henry Golding, Úrsula Corberó, Samara Weaving, Andrew Koji, Haruka Abe, and more. And in this movie, this is the third film of the G.I. Joe franchise, following Rise of Cobra and Retaliation. And of course, this tells the story of Snake Eyes. After saving the life of their heir apparent, tenacious loner Snake Eyes is welcomed to an ancient Japanese clan called the Arashikage, where he is taught the ways of the ninja warrior. But when his secrets from his past about him get out, Snake Eyes' home and allegiance will be tested, even if that means bringing the love and the trust of those who are closest to him. When into Snake Eyes, I was actually curious to see how it would turn out. I don't mind the first two G.I. Joe movies. They're not amazing movies, but they're dumb, fun, entertaining movies that I can enjoy. And so going into this, I was hoping more of the same thing. And plus, with a cast like this, and with a competent director like this, I was hoping this would actually be somewhat competent. It actually be good. And this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Unfortunately, this is a big disappointment. But as a guilty pleasure, I don't hate it. As an action movie, is very frustrating. As a G.I. Joe movie, could have been a lot better.
I can explain.
First off, I do like Henry Golding in the role. He's very charismatic as Snake Eyes. He has a commanding presence. He does what he is required to do for the character of Snake Eyes, and I bought him. He was likable in the action scenes. I thought he did really good for what was required of him. I liked his performance. Some of the other characters, Andrew Koji as Snake Eyes, I liked him. I thought he was really good. I liked seeing how his rivalry between he and Snake Eyes started out. That was one of the more interesting parts of the movie. And I thought I was engaged. I was engaged with that side of the story. And to a certain degree, I kind of felt bad for him, even though he was a villain. So I will say those two did a great job. I also liked Úrsula Corberó as Baroness. I thought she was a much better Baroness than Sienna Miller. When you think of Baroness, you think of hot accent, tough, badass, sexy, gorgeous. And I think Úrsula Corberó is really having fun with this role. And this is a new face that she's been around, but this is her first big major film. And I will say, she does good for what is required of her. Some of the other cast, like Iko Uwais and Haruka Abe and Takehiro Hira, I think they were really good in the cast as well. And for some of the action scenes, for what I can see of some of them, I was enjoying it. I did enjoy some of the action sequences here. I thought they were fun, I thought they were entertaining, I thought they were engaging. Music-wise, it's also really good. It's cinematography, production design-wise. It's a very well-shot film. It's a very, as far as color palettes goes and locations-wise goes, I really like the score of the movie as well. And for 2 hours and 1 minute, I wasn't bored. It did get me in and out. There are a few characters here that I felt like were a bit underutilized in the mixed aspect, with some of the performances that I like. They did fine for what they require. Like Peter Mensah as Blind Master and Iko Uwais as Heart Master. I thought they did fine for what was required of them, and they did do the best that they could with what was required of them. And also, I will say, my least favorite casting choice in the movie is very iffy, and that is Samara Weaving as Scarlet. Samara Weaving, I think she's a good actress, but I didn't buy her as much as Carter. There are times where I feel like she was trying, but then there are other times where I feel like she is just phoning it in. And honestly, Rachel Nichols from 2009 in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra I thought was a much better casting choice than Samara Weaving. Biggest negative with this movie is the way this movie is directed, which I don't blame Robert Schwentke for this. This is more on editing and the way the movie is shot, because Robert Schwentke is a competent director, but the editing in this movie and the action scenes is very half-assed. It's like quick cuts, quick editing, and from the trailers, there are good action scenes there in this movie, but the problem with this is that you can't see what's going on in the action scenes, and that really did take me out of the movie. For a movie that's called G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, and this is supposed to be an action movie, I was heavily taken out of most of the action in this movie. I didn't care as much as I should have. Also, I have to definitely come out and say this, that this is definitely has some of the weakest characterization for some of the other characters besides Snake Eyes, Baroness, and to a certain extent Storm Shadow. A lot of the other characters in this movie are just there, or they just don't do anything. I feel like that most of it is just, it's not very comprehensible, it's not very creative, and it's not very entertaining. I just feel like most of this is very disappointing, because, and that sucks too, because you have Evan Spiliotopoulos as a writer and you have other people writing this, but this is an example where I feel like either this movie was interfered or something happened. So it's not very well done. Honestly, if you ask me. Snake Eyes doesn't get his suit until the very end of the movie, which is really disappointing, because when you think with the title Snake Eyes, he should be in that suit for more than just one scene. And basically the trailer did give away that scene of the movie, which, stop doing that marketing, stop giving away that much. You don't, just save it up for the movie. And just, I don't know. It also, as many problems as G.I. Joe Retaliation has, it wasn't badly edited. But a movie that I feel like it had potential to be great, but this is a movie that is very, and at the end of the day, middle of the road. There are things in this movie I like about it. It's competently shot, it's competently edited, but I feel like this should have been a lot better. And a lot better. Especially for a G.I. Joe movie that in 8 years since Retaliation, yeah. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it's not bad, but it's not great either. There is good action at times when you can see it, but the editing of the sequences really does hurt this movie at times, and the script could have been a bit tighter. I just wish this movie could have been a lot better. It has some good performances, has some mixed performances, but could have been a lot better. A lot better. And I'm going to give G.I. Joe Origin Snake Eyes a stream. I'm going to give this 3 ratings. I could say, as an action movie, it's a Redbox rental. As a G.I. Joe movie, it's a stream this thing. But as an overall movie, it's a middle badly. Down below, what did you guys think of G.I. Joe Snake Eyes? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you somewhere right in the middle? Comment down below, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.